The International Student Project was really one of the most amazing collaborative efforts that I think we've ever had in our department, in our program. What we did was to have students photograph students. We queried the student community, and students who became part of the project are from a self-selected group. We really wanted to create the ideal learning experience for students. So when you look at the show, what you're going to see are photographs that were made largely by students in sociology and anthropology who did interviews with the students. We have all ages and certainly races, ethnicities. We have all of the major religions represented in the project, and it really was a great learning experience. The International Student Project was conceived of as a way of the college celebrating its international student community. I had the privilege of working as one of the two Rockville coordinators, international curriculum coordinators, for a couple of years. And what I really thought was that we needed to have a way of celebrating the diversity of our college community. What actually happened is that we had a full-time faculty member, that would be me, who largely supervised the project. And we had input from a variety of faculty members in a variety of disciplines.
Brian Jones asked me to come in and help work out a lighting plan which could be used both in the studio as well as on location in such a way that you couldn't tell whether it was shot in the studio or on location. And I came up with a lighting plan for the close-up headshot and for the longer, more distant shot, full body shot. And that took about a day or two of working with students, and we came up with something. When Brian approved it, I trained the students in it, and then more or less that lighting plan got used from then on. They modified it as they needed to, which was fine, but more or less they used it.
I handled the database for all of the images you see on the wall here. They were given to me, I catalog them, organize them, and also subsequently print these images, which entailed going into several different programs, organizing them, setting them up for printing, and then subsequently printing the images out. So the ones you see on the wall here are the ones I printed. We also printed a similar image, a little bit smaller, for each individual who participated.
My role in the International Student Project is to create a website that hopefully shows some of these images in their best light. We've had a great opportunity to see them from start to finish, and now we want the whole world to see them.
We have gone from the students that started with us in fall of '07, and we've trained a new group of students who are now working and photographing. And clearly we're interested in seeing students continue to evolve.
I was picked up by one of the photographers, Johannes Marcus. He was a friend of mine, and he said, "Mike, would you be interested in the International Student Project?" And I said, "Sure, why not? I mean, I am from India, makes me international, so why not?"
I was selected by my professor, Brian Jones, and I was happy to participate in such an enormous project.
I came in on one day, he took a couple photos of me, and I said, "What's this going to be in?" He said, "It's going to be in the gallery and everything." I said, "Sounds like fun. I'd enjoy it."
So I got an email if I'm interested in participating in such a project, and it sounded fabulous, and I agreed, and they told me to bring something that I think represents Israel for me. It was very hard to think of something.
I was asked by Brian Jones if I wanted to become a photographer, and I said, "Okay, I'm a photographer, and it's always good to get broaden my horizons as a photographer. Take photos of interesting people I've never met before, or people I know, get to know them better." And that's how I became a photographer for it, just after modeling and being a photographer in general.
The students completely cooked up the poses themselves. I had nothing to do with it. I think Brian set some guidelines as to what he wanted to see. He wanted people to hold objects from their country, something cultural, something religious, something personal, whatever.
So I brought a chamsa, which is a sort of good luck charm in Israel, and the students took the pictures. It was great, they were very nice, and I like the results.
We try to make all of our models very comfortable. We don't want to make them feel awkward or we just had them stand there just for the shot, then goodbye, see ya, that kind of thing. We make them feel comfortable, make them enjoy what they're doing, and make it seem like we're interested in what they're doing, which we are.
A project like this is so multifaceted, requires an inordinate amount of supervision to get it up and running, and then the main thing to do, I think, is to get out of the way and let students, once they've been trained, do what they do.
The organization is very basic. The images were taken by some of our advanced students here at the college. Those discs were handed off to another individual involved with the project who handed them off to me. I take them to my location, duplicate them, organize them, and then turn them back over to Professor Jones so that they can subsequently store these in archival nature. So ultimately, I have a full database of every image that was taken just to be preserved, and that's stored and backed up 2 or 3 times.
The website was designed to showcase not only the images as they're completed, but also some of the stories of our international student body that are participating in the project. There's more information about how the project came about, Brian Jones's role as sort of our leader in the project, and hopefully soon all of the stories of the students in the International Student Project will be added to the site so that everyone can see just how amazing our student body is.
I'm really extremely pleased at how the project wound up being a great learning experience across multiple disciplines, multiple levels for a wide variety of students.
We're getting a reputation for being able to supply a professional service to people in the community, and it's kind of all an outgrowth, I think, of the original Portraits of Life project, and I hope we continue to do them. This project we hope will continue. We like the way people respond to it.
There's no real way to adequately explain just how much all of us that were involved in this project have been moved and touched by not only the individual students, but also the stories that came out of it. I think that with time, we'll be able to show not just the rest of the county, but the state, the nation, and even the world, what an amazingly diverse and intelligent and warm and moving student body we have.
This shows Montgomery College's diversity. We have a very diverse background, and when one understands that diversity, then you have a better college environment. So when you can actually see the different nationalities are here and see what we're made of, not just 1, 2, but many, then you become a better university and better serve that community also.
Every time I walk out around the school, I see tons and tons of international students. I feel like this project brings everyone, people that we need to see, brought together into this room. People that we don't get to speak to, people that we don't know. We get to know them through this project.
I think the multicultural photo project is an amazing project. I think it should be in actually bigger walls than the Montgomery College. I think it's a great project. It brings out the multicultural that Montgomery College is so proud of, and I'm proud to be a part of. I think it's I feel proud to be part of it.
The interplay between our international students, our community, how we ultimately interact with the greater community in Montgomery County, I think that what we've done is something really good, and that in a world that has its share of issues, frightening issues, I think we've done something that's positive, that contributes, I think, to a hopeful sense of what we bring to the cultural experience of this county.
College has been great. I mean, I've been here since 2004. Beginning was a little rough, trying to figure out what I was going to do in life and everything, and I finally figured out what I'm going to do. The photography department in the college has been really, really good, very, very helpful.
My professors so far at Montgomery College were very good. I'm happy that I enrolled in this college. It actually even makes me feel younger being around all those 18 years old. And I'm happy coming here. I'm happy it's a part of my life.
Everybody that's got an internet browser can now visit the International Student Project at internationalstudentproject.org or our shortcut isproject.org. Both will get you to this site where all of the images are displayed in all their glory, and more information about the project is available there as well.